I just realized I hate editing, and that's all I came here to say. 2 years ago, I almost quit making content. Yeah, because it's time consuming as fuck. I hate finding background music, all the software crashes, and even if I spend hours on an edit, I can never truly say I'm proud of it. I thought that maybe I was just not enjoying it anymore and I just needed to stop. Like, why does starting a new project always have to feel like so overwhelming, making everyone just want to go outside, far away from technology? So for me, that was a strange feeling, because making content for a living was always one of my dreams. So seeing that passion for it suddenly go away really made me reflect on the process, on what really went wrong. So to make it work, in a last-ditch effort, I searched everywhere for faster and better ways to do all things related to video editing, just so I wouldn't hate it anymore. And during that whole phase, I came up with a system. It's what I use right now in all of my videos, so editing now feels effortless. Now I'm gonna show you every part of it, and we are gonna transform this entire video using it. And before you do anything creative, you need a clean timeline. Without all of this. Have you ever found yourself working on a video for an astronomy? Oh, bro! Now, if you wanted to make the cuts manually, it would take hours. So let me show you how to actually do it automatically. So to cut it up automatically, you have to open the text panel and press transcribe. Wait for all the clips to be transcribed. Yeah. Takes a bit, depends on your computer, but after it's all done, you go and press this thingy, pauses, delete, make sure you have selected extract, delete all. Boom, you pretty much have decent cuts for your videos. Now step 2, music before everything. This is where most people get it wrong. They start editing the videos, adding all the visuals, all the animations, and then at the end add the music. And when they finally go and start searching for music, after a bit of time they realize that finding something that really fits their edit as they did it already really is impossible. So they either spend hours searching for the perfect song, or they just redo the edit entirely. So to eliminate all of these issues, I add music right after cutting, and I match my music to the emotion of the script. If there's a shift in the emotion and tone of the video, I use a different song. So basically every emotional beat has its own track. And it's also really funny to play songs, because you can do something like this. So music influences your edit a lot. On a serious note, music really impacts and changes the pacing and the way I do my cuts for my videos. If I picked a slow and dark song here, the visuals I would make would look completely different than if I would just chosen a hype song. So how do I choose the song? Let's jump on the computer and show you. So I would basically just play my part of the video, because the more time you invest in a video, the more you feel the pressure to make it perfect. But in the end, it's still not good enough, no matter how much you try. Yeah, as you can see, this part really needs like a more emotional song maybe. So to find a song that's like non-copyrighted, I would just go onto Epidemic and basically search for the emotion. Yeah, maybe one of these. Because the more time you invest in a video, the more you feel the pressure to make it perfect. But in the end, it's still not good enough, no matter how much you try. Yeah, sounds good. I would use a copyright one because people might relate better to the video because they already know the song, so the video basically feels more familiar. So to choose that, I basically just listen to what I like and just build a library over time with songs that would fit my video style, and that's how I choose my songs. Because the more time you invest in a video, the more you feel the pressure to make it perfect. But in the end, it's still not good enough, no matter how much you try. Okay, so now I have done my cuts and I picked my music. And most people here would just start the video and go chronologically. I don't always do that. I look at my timeline and find the section that I'm most inspired by. I usually start there and just do the edits for that section. Because here's what happens if you just force yourself to start from the beginning instead of the part where you're actually inspired editing. You hit that section and you just start overthinking everything about it. You just stare at your timeline trying to find something to add there. And you really spend up wasting hours doing nothing. But for me, if I start with the section I'm most inspired by, two things happen. First, I build momentum for the rest of my edit. And second, that section becomes the reference for my rest of the video. This is the part that always felt for me like I was going crazy, because I was doing everything from scratch every single time. I was spending hours on things that I already done before and should have taken me minutes, just copy them from my other edits. So now all my text animations, backgrounds and transitions are automated, and I just have to double click, and to customize it to fit a specific video, all I have to do is change up the text and place it wherever I need. And that's how I do my edits now, all inside Premiere Pro. And now a little thing that I found, whenever I get stuck, I just go on Pinterest and I just try to find inspiration there. Usually I search up like Apple UI animation or something, and that really gives me a good reference point of how my animation should look like, and I just recreate it with my own style. So the simple stuff is automated, and the more complex stuff I can take inspiration from what others did, and this way I just eliminate the staring at my empty computer doing nothing. And the problem is not that you didn't spend enough time on it. You clearly have. You simply haven't made enough videos to learn the things that enable you to turn your ideas into reality. A lot of the experience of watching a video is actually just try watching a movie without sound. Or driving an electric car. It feels wrong and it doesn't give you any excitement.
Where is the ah? I'm searching for the
Now sound effects come in last because now you have everything in place ready for the final touches, the things that really elevate your video. And when you're adding your sound effects, all you really need to do is add sound effects whenever there's something happening on screen. I can see exactly where a click goes and where a whoosh goes, or where I need to add a riser to build up some tension. This whole intro is so enhanced by the sound effects, and really those are something that really make you wanna watch. And because I have all my sound effects organized into one place, all I have to do is just drag it into my timeline. Now, step 6. Just rewatch your video once. See if there's anything you can quickly improve. Just add a little sound effect here and there, and your video should be done. You're ready to post. And that's the system. After I applied this, it really changed up how I feel about editing. After editing for 7 years, I kinda feel bored and just overwhelmed with all the things I had to keep in mind, and applying this system really helped me not dread editing anymore. And if you want to get the same tool that I used throughout this video to help me edit faster, you'll find a link down in the description with everything you need to know about it. I hope this video helped you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.